Welcome back, everybody. We're here on the 540 show, and this is the local flavor segment.
The local flavor.
What do you think about the local flavor segment, Thomas?
Man, this is probably my favorite segment, to be honest with you. It's one of my
favorites.
Interactive.
We are the 540 show.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's a good song. Man.
This is a great song. I can't help but just get taken away by that one.
I don't even understand that song all the way.
What?
Not all the way.
Well, you know what? It's not about injustice, so I'll put it on Bars of the Week next week, and I'll have a full report for you.
All right, sounds good.
But no, that's that's not shots fired. Come on now. That was funny because I listened back to the stop and frisk thing we had last time, and I sound so caught off guard by it. And you're right. Like it kind of sounds like I get what you were saying, but you could totally tell I was not like ready and I wasn't really listening. And you were like, "What do you think?" And I was like, But I was trying to say I wasn't listening to that part of the debate when I listened back.
Right.
But yeah, that's it's funny how things happen that way.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna try not to. I'm gonna try not to throw you questions with only one possible answer.
Yeah, you.
But I mean, that was a real question with a real answer. But I'm still gonna try not to put you in that position.
I sounded so bad when I listened back. I was like, man, I sound like a loser. But that's what I get for staring at my phone for 15 minutes. But here we go with the local flavor segment. You went to Oktoberfest.
That's right. I went to the Oktoberfest.
Tell me about that.
It was a great time. I'm going to tell you about it. So this year was a little bit rainy. And not even rainy. It was like misty outside. But I went there. It had a good time. I wish it were a little bit bigger. It was like 2 or 3 blocks. And honestly, I wanted it to be like 4 blocks. It was, where did it start? Right after the where Spirits, where Spirits Bar is. So right to the left of that, down to Gorik's Drugstore. So it was just those like 2 blocks right there. And it was awesome. I almost wish.
So they gave you these big mugs. What were those about? I saw you guys had.
It was just a bit. So Cap Ale hosted it, and it was a big Cap Ale mug that said Oktoberfest.
Is that what you had to get your drinks out of?
You didn't have to, but it's the festive way to drink your drink. And it's funny because admission was only $3, and that mug was $4. And they had just different deals, so you bought tokens. I think $49 buys 7 tokens. And 1 token's half a beer, 2 tokens is a full beer. I mean, half a beer is still, I think, a pint.
Yeah,
so.
it's a lot of. I mean, these mugs are like very big.
They're giant mugs.
Yeah, they're like that big. So I saw these mugs when they came over. They stopped by the house once they were downtown, and I was like, these mugs are giant.
Yeah,
that's cool though.
I just wanted them to have more interactive things. More. I was there, and I caught myself feeling like I want to know why I'm here. I want to know why they do what they're doing. Like I just wanted to learn more.
Well, I mean, maybe the alcohol got into you a little bit, and you just weren't paying that much attention.
No, I know for a fact that like there weren't like little posters of like facts or things like that.
With the rain, maybe they just kind of had to.
That's possible. Just modify it, tone it down a little bit. I get that.
They didn't want to ruin a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, but there was a stage. The performances all day long. The performances were great.
You also got to think it's a drinking event.
Right.
So they don't want to put up too much nice stuff because what happens when you put up a bunch of nice stuff about a bunch of people drinking? It's going to get knocked down, ruined most of the time.
Right. And if you've never been to Oktoberfest, I'll tell you, you can go at any time, and it's a great time. You can even kind of gauge it out. So it starts at 11:30. If you kind of feel like having the chill drink time, you can get there at like noon, get yourself a couple drinks, set up at a table, do the whole daytime thing. But when the night falls, it's about 7:30, 8 p.m., that's when all the younger folks started to come out. And it was still a great time, but it was like
that crowd.
Sardined, real tight-knit. It kind of felt like Brock's.
Yeah, I got you.
Outside. But it was cool, though.
With that being said, you said Capital Ale House hosted it.
Capital Ale House did host it, and they are the spot of the week.
Shouts to Capital Ale House, man. That's a great space. That's a great spot, too. I know they had trouble not too long ago. What was it, a couple months ago maybe, where they got the roof caved in because
Shoot,
of all the rain.
that was like a year or something ago.
Yeah, a year ago. Sorry.
No,
But I just remember it happening.
yeah, no, for sure. I had some friends that worked there at the time, and they were.
But they seem they bounced back from that. That's cool. I like to see a lot, places bounce back and keep doing good down in the Fredericksburg area. So shouts to them, man. I like their food too. They have great food.
They've got great food, man. They got all kinds of selections, and I'll tell you, it's not the type of place. So this is the type of place you want to go to if you want to try new things, particularly beer. You know what I'm saying? Like this in 2002, Richmond was considered the beer desert. There was probably one brewery down there, and like I said, I think it was November of 2002. They went down there and opened up this Cap Ale, did wonderfully. Wonderfully, I wonder if that's the word. I think it is.
Yeah, definitely.
It did wonderful anyway. Yeah. But there's one in Midlothian, Richmond. They expanded. They got one in Harrisonburg, Virginia. That's out in JMU's area. Awesome. Here in Fredericksburg. I think there's one in Stafford. I'm not 110% on that. But either way, man, like they've got all kinds of local beers, different beers, IPAs, you're not going to find your Miller Lite. You're not going to find your Bud Light, your Coors Light, but it is a great place to go, man. I mean, steak, fish, burgers. Monday night is burger night. I think burgers are like $4 or $5. Go get a burger and a beer on Monday. That sounds great.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Today's Wednesday.
It's not Monday?
No, today's on Wednesday, unfortunately.
Dang. Well, I tell you what, but you can find it at 917 Caroline Street, and if you need to call them, the number is 540-371-BEER. That's BEER. It's a pretty cool phone number.
There we go. So you can get there. Now you know where it's at and how to call them and all that good stuff. But I have a more of a somber note. I know last week we talked about the violent crimes being raised around the area. Mm-hmm. There was a violent crime.
Sure was.
Over on Lafayette Boulevard, Joseph Conway had been on the run since Sunday night when investigators said he opened fire on a Spotsylvania County deputy, striking the canine dog. Dux, the canine dog, was taken to the emergency vet. He is said to be covering well. Took 2 bullets. So shouts to Dux, man.
Wow. And I'm pretty sure they brought him home. I think it might have been yesterday.
Yeah, he's home now. He's recovering well.
They shut down all of Route 1, I believe. Not all of it, but a good hunk of it. And probably here in Harrison, too. They shut down the road, did his escort on the way home. So that was cool.
Conway was the passenger in the car that was pulled over Sunday night into the Sheets parking lot on Lafayette Boulevard. And the driver, who was wanted on numerous felony warrants, was taken into custody. But I guess when they pulled him over, he got out and started running. When he did get out,
he had previous warrants, and he didn't even...
Well, the driver and the other guy just started running. I'm sure he might have had warrants or whatever.
Right.
And he started running. So the guy lets the guy coming in lets his dog out after him, and then the guy returns fire just to try to hits the dog twice. It's a crazy situation, but they got him down in Richmond the other night. So
I guarantee you this guy had probably been attacked by a police dog and knows exactly how much damage that dog will do. Not that shooting him was any type of okay, but those dogs, man, I do not want to be on the wrong end of that dog, because I've seen like videos of these dogs. They just, they're vicious, man. But in the best ways, but they're just vicious.
Yeah, so Conway, a passenger in the car, got out of the vehicle, got into a fight with a deputy, and ran off, Spotsylvania Sheriff's spokesman said. A Spotsylvania canine deputy and his canine partner had arrived, and the canine was released to chase the suspect. After a short pursuit, Conway pulled a pistol from his clothing and fired several rounds at the pursuing deputies and the canine, striking the dog at least one time.
Man. Well, I'm glad that the dog is doing well. What's his name?
The dog Dux. D-U-X. So, Dux is a little... local hero this week, I guess, if that's what you want to say. Here we go. So moving on in the local flavor segment, what do you have? Anything?
Oh man, we got, so there's this new some of these new places downtown. They've been opening like this restaurant. It was like a KI something.
What, it's a new road?
No. It's a new restaurant. I walked right past it, wrote it down, and now it done ran out of my memory.
Do you know where it's at?
It's right across the street. It's Magic Bullet, the next block over and across the street from
I know
San
what you're talking about.
Matisse.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm not sure the name of it, but did you happen to see the other day that, actually, speaking of roads, all the roads that flooded because of that rain?
Absolutely, yeah, man. It was hard. I think probably yesterday is when they finally,
Yeah, the cleanup for that is crazy, because I know that they were cleaning
River
it
Road
up.
was messed up real bad.
I know they were cleaning it and then they were getting it back together and then cleaning it and getting it back together, and the rain just kept coming and coming. That's all they could do to keep it, because the maintenance, I guess, is very hard to clean up a flooded road, because you got to think all the trash and sticks and debris all come up with it.
Yeah, I mean, doesn't the Rappahannock, once you get a certain level, certain amount of rain, then you can just pretty much guarantee that certain spots and
that held traffic up like for a while, along with all the road work they got going on.
Well, about to say, all that and all the road work. I mean, there's road work at the top here of Mine Road. There's road work all up on Princess Anne. It's hard to maneuver in Fredericksburg right now.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Fall
to get
Hill still jade up.
They even shut down my road and put cones on one end, cones on the other end. I didn't even know if I could get out of my house for a second. I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't sound right.
You said your road. I thought you said mine road. You
no,
said
my road. Yeah, where I live. I just shut it down. I'm like, well, where am I supposed to go? But
didn't you just drive through the cones?
Yeah, I just got fit right between them. You don't have to tell anybody about that. Like you hitting the house. I didn't hit the cone. All right.
no, that's cool, man.
But so what? Let's remind people real quick where they can reach us at.
Man, you can reach us on a couple different places.
We have everything.
The main hub. This is the main hub that you're going to find everything is www.facebook.com/540, then the word show. Facebook.com/540show. You will find everything on there. You're going to find the Libsyn on there. You can go on SoundCloud and search the 540 show. That will be there sitting there for you. The Libsyn is www.the540show, all words, .libsyn.com, LIBSYN.com.
Awesome. So make sure you get out there, people. And look, we have a Twitter. We have a Facebook. Hey, at the 540 show, just type it in. You'll find us. Come on, people. And interact with us. Give us something to talk about on the 6th episode next week. Give us something. I want a listener. I don't care who you are. If you're listening to this, hit me up and let me know what can be said on the show. You'll make it on the show next week.
That's right, man. And a special shout out to all of y'all who've been hitting me up, telling me how much you've been watching the show, how much y'all like the show.
Shout out to my dad. He's been listening every day.
Hey, shout out, man, to everybody, man. Like, y'all are awesome. We appreciate it, man. Keep hitting us up. Keep listening and keep being fresh.
Have a great day.